Hello, Warzone. It is I, Carney of Carnival. And today, we'd like to voice our complaints.
Versus Power Surge.
Power Surge. You and your blueberry whipped cream haircut can go and get lost for all we care. You are at best a decent fighter, but you also are the errand boy to your sugar daddy, Trashman Jones. And the only reason you won that fight was because you had someone in your corner who was better than you in every category.
Yeah, that's right.
Our second problem, Los fucking Bell Bros. You were gone for some time, so why do you decide to help Gingy? Why? Do you hate fun? Does your Lucha code demand that you stop all the fun? Back off if you know what's good for you.
Fuck off, Lucha bitches.
Finally, the mood lighting in the ring.
Yeah, wait, what?
Yes, the mood lighting should be changed from red to pink. It makes it a lot more intimate.
Good golly, Carney, we have work later.
Well, we must be off. Until then, have a bloody day.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Saturday Afternoon Warzone. My name is Eric Erickson, and we are off and running.
The following contest is an 8-man showcase match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Toxic Wastelanders, weighing in at 292 pounds, Gore-Wheel.
So Gore-Wheel, after spending way too much time next to a nuclear reactor, probably with the Revenant, Gore-Wheel looks to make it 2 for 2 in a Warzone showcase match. He's been in one, and he's won one. And folks, we have a jam-packed show for you here tonight. I hope you're ready to buckle up. It's going to be a doozy.
And introducing second, weighing in at 222 pounds, Juan.
A man who's had his issues with VIP in recent weeks. One chance looking to get back in the win column, but he's going to try to do it in showcase action. And ladies and gentlemen, tweeting out on social media, Kelly saying, quote, Omega Pub is now open. Also, Burnout Vaughn offering speech. Again, I don't have a Latsume on this particular show, and I'm terrified of Malice. So if anybody speaks robot, I could use the help. So one chance with exactly that, one chance to pick up a win in, I believe, what would be his first showcase match. we are expecting to find out who some more of the members of the Mega Money in the Bank ladder match are going to be here tonight.
And introducing third, representing VIP, weighing in at 237 pounds, he is the Doctor of Albanomics.
I hate it already. I asked him to spit a hot 16 and he just spit coffee at me 16 times. I don't know if this man's actually a rapper or what his deal is, but this is not the same Alba, for lack of a better term, that we have seen for many years prior to this incarnation. And look at Juan Chance just glaring at the Doctor of Albanomics. Again, with his issues with VIP, he's already fought the Beef. He's fought Suplex Sam.
Oh boy! And introducing fourth, weighing in at 415 pounds, he is the Battlegrounds champion and one half of the Outlaws, Sasquatch. Whee!
Oh boy! That belt does not look like it was sized properly. And tweeting on social media, Carcharodon saying, Mr. Genericson, you say that like Juan is the only one with issues with VIP. Oh no, I'm aware. Oh, folks! Things just got ice cold!
And introducing fifth, representing the Eastern Bloc Party, weighing in at 372 pounds, from Moscow, Russia, Nice Heights.
The Iron Curtain is about to shut on this showcase. And we heard Carnival call out Power Surge earlier tonight along with the Bell Bros. Well, some good news for Carnival. He's going to get his hands on one of those two groups. The question is, who will Carnival fight? Will it be Power Surge or will it be the Bell Bros? We will also see Fearstrykes, the Nexus Titan champion, taking on Lady Boots. After she assaulted the fourth member of that fatal four-way match to crown a new number one contender for the Nexus Titan championship, she ended up winning the match. However, since she was not already booked to be in that match, she must once again qualify by defeating the champion here tonight. We will also run that fatal four-way back with the original four members. And the winner of that match will either face Fearstrykes for the Nexus Titan Championship or will be in a triple threat match that will include Lady Boots. Wait, what the heck?
And introducing sixth, he is one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions, Chainmail, weighing in at 322 pounds. the Flame Revenant.
The Flame Revenant with some rare solo action. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a representative of all 4 tag teams that are going to face off at Multivania. Chained Hell, the Eastern Bloc Party, O-Lords, and the Toxic Wastelanders. And we still got 2 more slots to go. And as the song says, bask in his glory. Some of the longest reigning tag team champions we've ever had. Certainly probably the longest reigning since they were unified with the Tornado Brawl Room Brawl tag team titles. So who is going to join this stacked roster? And again, Juan Chance and the Doctor of Albanomics still glaring at each other. Flame Revenant certainly taking his time. Must have went to the Probunaga school of entrances.
And introducing 7. Representing the Funky Beats, weighing in at 262 pounds, DJ Millzner.
And let me tell you something, folks. Here's why this is interesting. Not only is DJ one half of the tag team that lost to the Eastern Bloc Party last week, so a little bit of revenge maybe for DJ on Nice Ice, DJ is the former tag team partner of the Doctor of Albanomics. The Heavenly Beats were one of the more dominant tag teams that we had before Alba basically split from his old buddy. And this is the first time I think they've been in the ring against each other since that split. Oh, and it's raining money! DJ pulling an Unklydunk. And we still got one more spot to go, folks.
And introducing 8. Weighing in at 244 pounds, Devon! Well, look who's back on Warzone!
Decked out in his old Shoot Nation gear, Devon is number 8! And it looks like Devon is once again sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's? But why? Well, this just became a stacked match, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce that at Multivania, the match that has been months in the making, the match we didn't know we wanted, it's going to be Devon one-on-one with Suplex Sam at Multivania, and he's looking to knock off some ring rust and maybe one of Sam's faction mates. Shoot Nation goes to war in just 7 days. And here we go. We are off and running. For those of you on Warzone that might not be familiar with this Flashbang Showcase match, 7 pinfalls or eliminations, falls count anywhere. There will be one man left standing at the end of this all. Who will it be? That's what we're going to find out. And right now it's DJ Millzner going after Devon. Those two have a lot of history in the tag division. And it's been a while since we've seen Devon on MNW television. He jumped suplex Sam last week at the end of Sam's match with Juan Chance. And right now, Juan going after Sasquatch Wing. Lots of storylines wrapped up in one match. That's what you get on the Go Home show. And now dropping the booty on the back of Devon. Right now, Gore-Wheel trying to wrench on Nice Ice. Flame Revenant working over the Doctor of Albanomics, and Sasquatch catching a boot from Juan Chance. And Devon puts down. Oh, Gore-Wheel goes down. DJ goes down. And now right hands from Devon knocking down Gore-Wheel. Alba catching a drop kick. Devon taking out everybody. Into the cover. And a kick out by the Doctor of Albanomics. And now Devon going for that dragon screw. Also coming up later tonight, the rookie Nakano Kirishima goes one-on-one with the former heavyweight champion, the Sith Lord Exar Kun. And I'm being told that that match will be coming up directly following this contest. Oh, wait a second. Look at Juan Chance on the post. No. Look out here, Squatch. Oh, the boot. Juan Chance with his head squashed like a watermelon. 1, 2, goodbye.
Juan Chance has been eliminated.
So we are down to 7. Juan with his head crushed into the ring post by Squatch. And now DJ. Look at DJ going after the Doctor of Albanomics. And there's the Wasteland Slam. Squatch looking to steal the pin. Nice Ice in trouble. And a kick out. And now DJ. T-bone suplex to his old tag partner. Gonna be looking to drop the base. DJ. Looking for the base drop, and he got it! Alba is down! Alba is down! DJ 1, 2, and he got him!
The Doctor of Albanomics has been eliminated.
Former tag partners turned rivals. The base drop puts down Alba. And now Nice Ice with that German release suplex, the Iron Curtain. And we are down to our final 6 now. And now look out here. Oh, Nice Ice in trouble. Flame Revenant with the power bomb. Into the cover, 2. And he got him.
Nice Ice has been eliminated.
And just like that, we're down to 5. Down goes Revenant of the Flame variety. Not to be confused with the Revenant, the tag partner of Gore-Wheel. Oh, and Squatch with the neck breaker. And now these UFC style rights and lefts. Oh, and a neck breaker to Devon. And now DJ going after Flame Revenant. Gore-Wheel matched up with Sasquatch, who just headbutted him. And there's a kick out by Gore-Wheel. Gore-Wheel looking to win his second showcase match in as many matches. And now Squatch! Squatch has got him up! Shades of his tag partner, Raphael Sampson! The Divine Slam, and now into the cover! And he got him!
Gore-Wheel has been eliminated.
So we will have a first-time winner in a showcase match. It'll be one of these four. DJ Millzner, Devon, Flame Revenant, or Sasquatch. And now Devon. Oh, there it is, the STF! Devon looking for the STF! STF locked in on Millzner! Millzner's tapping out!
DJ Millzner has been eliminated.
And now Devon and Squatch. Squatch catching a right hand, blocking it. Forearm shot. We are down to one half of the tag champs. Devon and the Battlegrounds champion Sasquatch wing. And now what has he got in mind here? Picking him up. Oh, and a nice rib breaker right there by Sasquatch wing. And a reversal. And now Devon going for the ride. Down he goes with a brain buster. And look out here, Squatch. The big splash. 1, 2, and he kicks out at 2. Oh, and he just broke up that maneuver. And now a kick to the gut. Look at him trying to light him up. And now there's a right hand. Reversal. Flame Revenant now. In control. And a clothesline. And now a sweep of the leg. Devon trying to hang in there against one half of the tag team champions. And now a kick to the back of Devon, boot to the midsection. Oh, Squatch! Squatch was looking for something there, but it got reversed. Oh, and a kick to the head. And now poised and ready. This could be trouble. The powerbomb incoming, and down goes Squatch. And whoa, Devon broke it up. Devon broke it up. They're definitely not happy with that. And now looking for the camel clutch. Revenant trying to make Squatch humble. Squatch with nowhere to go. But able to power out of it. And now a big back suplex to Revenant. Kick to the face. And now Squatch with a camel clutch. Here comes Devon. And again, Devon sent to the outside. It looks like Squatch and Revenant want to go at each other. But now chasing after Devon. Looking for the neck breaker, and he gets him. Neck breaker locked in, dropped, and now Devon about to go for the ride. Devon in trouble. And down goes Devon. Into the cover. Thanks for and a kick out. What in the hell? And a scoop slam to Devon. And now Revenant going after Sasquatch wing, the man he will see on the opposite side of the ring in Multivania. Side headlock. Can the O-Lods finally win the tag titles off a chain? Hell, look out here! Revenant, bask in his glory! And look at Devon stealing the pin! Devon trying to steal the pin! 2, and a kick out of 2! What is it going to take? Boot to the midsection, DDT! And now Revenant, they are trying to eliminate Squatch. 1, 2, finally, oh no! Squatch stays alive! And there's the boot. Back into the ring we go. Oh, and now Devon in trouble again. Devon in trouble again. He's up. He is up and down into the ring. Here comes Revenant. And just content to watch this. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. I cannot believe it. And now looking for a choke slam into the mat and just choking him. Revenant content to talk trash to the crowd. Back into the ring we go. Oh no, Squatch go to the top rope and Revenant says, no, my turn. Oh my goodness. And a powerbomb to Devon. And will this be enough? 1, 2, no! What is Devon made of? And now Revenant in trouble. Revenant going for the ride. And down goes Flame Revenant. And pulling him away from the ropes just to be sure. Into the cover. 1, 2, and he cannot. What is happening? What in the world is happening? Wing going for it again. Revenant is up. Let them know Multivania's in a week. And down goes Revenant again. And if this is not enough, what in God's name is it going to take? 1, 2, 3.
The Flame Revenant has been eliminated.
So the tag champion eliminated by Sasquatch Wing. If that happens at Multivania, we're going to have new tag champs. And here comes the neck breaker. Neck breaker on Devon. And will this be enough to keep down? No! Devon in some trouble. And a punch to the gut. Devon being picked up. And chucked. Devon just trying to hang in there at this rate. And down goes Squatch. Right hands to Squatch. And continue just to beat the hell out of him. And now a boot, shoot cutter! Looking for the shoot cutter! Devon with the shoot cutter! 1! And a kick out at 1, are you kidding me? And a kick to the back, the shoot cutter by Devon. And now look out, here comes the STF. STF can Squatch deny him one more time. Devon in his return to Warzone, he's tapping out. Devon beats Squatch. And Devon will not die.
Here is your winner, Devon!
Wow, what a showcase match. Are you kidding me? Congratulations and welcome back. And hey, Suplex Sam, I think you got your hands full. And hey, folks, that's just the first match of the night. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get to our next match, we are going to hear from one of the men in that match. We are going to hear from the Sith Lord himself.
Good Doctor, we have gone to hell and back multiple times over the history of MNW. We are no strangers to taking things from each other. You took away my X Division championship. I took away your ascension. And so, I thought our war had ended. I thought you had come to the same realization that the original Faces of Fear had. We could either waste our energy fighting each other, or we could dominate together. When you and Storyteller came to us, I saw how powerful we could become, how the multiverse could be ours, and under my leadership, we would rule. But that is not what you saw. You saw an opportunity to continue our war. I took away your family all those years ago, so you vowed to take away mine. And you did. Not only that, but you tried to take away my sight. You tried to ensure I could not return. Well, you of all people should know I don't need sight to perceive this world. The Force grants me all the perception I need. My strength in the Force comes from my anger, my rage, my passion. And Grimm, I have never felt stronger. But first, I must deal with an upstart. Kirishima. Yes, I challenged you. You pinned me fair and square. Clearly, based on my performance, I need a tune-up. I can feel my power in the dark side, but after months in a lacta tank, I need to recenter myself, to allow my passion to flow through me, to allow the Force to guide my strength. So, Kirishima, prepare yourself. I will break your chains. I will set you free. I will be.
Man, it's times like this where I wish I had a broadcast partner. That match is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 242 pounds, he is the delinquent Nakano Kirishima.
So who do you like, kids? Do you like the rookie or do you like the former heavyweight champion?
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the Sith Lord, Exar.
And so the Sith Lord, with a dagger stare with his one good eye towards one man. That is Nakano Kirishima, the man who upset him in a showcase match and then decided to run his mouth about it. And so now, Nakano gets to see if he can do it again against a former heavyweight champion. What an opportunity for this youngster. And tweeting out on social media, Rapture Neurodes saying, quote, yes, but unlike Unkley, people actually want Millzner's money. And you got this, Nakano. Beat him down and make Lucy cry. And again, you don't mess with the Sith because they can do this. He's floating in midair. And here we go, folks. Old versus new. Kirishima about to face his fears in the form of Exar Kun. And the Sith Lord right out of the gate with a knee to the back. And now a shoulder check from the delinquent. And return to sender. Look for those kicks, some very educated feet by Nakano Kirishima. Grabbing Exar by the hair, snapmare takeover, and a kick to the back. And Exar just sat up. And now ducks underneath, and a gut buster to Kirishima. And now into the corner, knees up, nobody home. Clothesline! And now Exar with a little bit of flair and an elbow drop to the gut. Trying to choke him out now. And now stretching him out. Look at this. Straight jacket submission maneuver. And remember, folks, as we get underway here on Warzone, don't forget to grab your bingo cards and play along at home. And be sure to call out bingo if you had Exar versus Nakano Kirishima on your bingo card. Old versus new here on Warzone, just a week ahead of Multivania. Here's a knee and a kick, an axe kick right to the back of the neck. Now Kirishima continuing to put the boots to him and a shoulder check from Exar. Nakano picked up. Boot to the midsection. Oh, looking for that bicycle kick. That knee to the dome, and Exar had it scouted, and here comes the stretch muffler. And now punches to the back of the head. And what a straight leg boot right to the chin. And now a knee to the chin. And folks, still to come later tonight, we have a very special Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag Team match featuring all 8 of the Big Oof competitors randomly put together on teams ahead of their match at Multivania. It's going to be chaos, and it's going to be next. Meanwhile, Kirishima with that back body drop, or rather the back suplex against the apron of the ring, and now we're brawling on the outside. Oh, what a right hand! Good night, Exar. But Exar able to throw him back in the ring. And now it might be time for the Force to set Nakano free. And drives him into the mat. And into the cover. Oh, Nakano kicked out. And Exar cannot believe it. Exar saying, I got one more for you, kid. Try to take care of this. Back elbow. Another back elbow. And there's the clothesline from the Exar Kun, the veteran. And now boot to the midsection. And now looking for this moonsault off the top rope. And an elbow to the chest. A second one. And a third one to the chest. And now trying to grab at his nose. And a rake in the eye. Right hand. And Nakano, thanks for playing. The force will set you free. Immediately into the cover. 1, 2, 3. The force leap into the force will set you free. And that's all she wrote for the rookie. Now there you saw it into the cover. That was not enough to keep Nakano down. So he went back to the well, setting him up for a second. The force will set you free right there. That moonsault beautifully executed, which led to this. The force will set you free off of the force leap. And the former heavyweight champion, with his eyes now firmly, or I should say his eye, firmly directed in the direction of Dr. Grimm. I'd rather not get any closer. Thank you, though, sir. And tweeting it on social media, Carcharodon saying the force has awoken. Who was taking a nap last week, it seems. Well, he's awake and he's ready. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we are going to hear from the one and only Dr. Grimm. But while we wait on him, we have someone else that we would like to hear from. And that is none other than Beowulf.
The mead in this great hall might be exhilarating, but do you want to know what's even more exhilarating? A fight. That bout at Fearstrykes was one of the finest I've ever had, and now I need more. I'll put out a warning last time, and I'm putting out another one, as well as an open challenge to anyone who would be willing to stand against me. And in case I need to refresh your memory, as well as giving you a nice history check, I am Beowulf. I killed the creature of darkness that is Grendel. After that, I killed his mother. And you want to know what I did after that? I slew a fucking dragon. So I don't blame those of you who would be hesitant. I'd be hesitant to face me as well. But if there's anyone that wants to put up the fight, then bring it. I welcome the challenge. Because I am the myth, the legend, Beowulf.
And here comes the doctor. So Dr. Grimm, the man who has kind of had the multiverse wrapped around his finger for years. We saw one of the master plans of this doctor of sorts. I don't know what he's a doctor of. But we saw it come to fruition with the formation of the murder cave. Good to see so many of you with your jaws open 2 weeks ago. When a plan comes to fruition, there is nothing like it. There is a satisfaction, a release of endorphins that many of you will never experience in your entire lives. And while this may have been my greatest coup of all, it is becoming a tad repetitive. No one here seems to be able to keep up. Chaz mentioned last week we've been 3 steps ahead the entire time. It's not a challenge anymore. It used to be, but not now. I've sent clowns after the multiverse. I've destroyed futures that no longer exist, and now in this timeline, I have formed every faction and created every entity I have ever desired. What is there left for me to do? Perhaps the only thing left is to make an impact inside these ropes. I have proven that I am the mastermind of my own destiny and yours, MNW. But what I have not proven to anyone, including myself, is that I can do in this ring what all of you can back there. Win championships. So I believe it's time for me to stop sitting on the sidelines, for that is boring. What do I look like, Dr. Caliban? I can fight my own battles. So Exar, it seems you have issue with the way you were played. At Multivania, I will make sure that you are never played again, because I will break you. Well, that was a shot fired at multiple people. Whoo! All right. Well, things are spicy. And we are moving right along. It is time for that Tornado Tag Team match. It's coming up next. But before we get there, we get to hear from the Absolute Units, who are going to get a Trios #1 contendership opportunity at Multivania. Let's see what the Units got to say.
Alright, thanks to my dazzling personality, I have talked the Brass into giving us a title shot at the Trios belt.
You mean we have a chance at a shot?
We still have to win to get that.
Details, but given our performance as of late, I feel we need a new plan of attack, and I've come up with one.
This ought to be good.
Lay it on us.
There are 4 things to remember. Make the plan, execute the plan, accept the plan to go off the rail, throw away the plan, follow my lead, and you'll be fine.
That didn't make a damn bit of sense.
Oh, good. It wasn't just me.
You have a problem with the plan?
Oh, where do we begin?
How about that he can't count?
I leave the counting to you. I'm the charming one.
Sweet baby kaiju Jesus.
I recognize the time and effort you put into this.
Thank you.
But considering that it is a dumb idea, we're going to ignore it and do what we do best.
Well, if it ain't broken, let's do this.
Units together,
units
forever.
forever.
And the Units will try to be on the same page of some variety. come Multivanny when they get an opportunity to become the new #1 contenders for the Trios titles. And we now know that Doom will be defending those Trios belts against AAA. And the winner of that match will get the winner of the units versus, well, we still don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming up to set the stage, 8-man Tornado Tag Team action. 4 teams, 8 competitors, all trying to win the Big Oof Championship except for one, Bart Ender, looking to defend that title, which he just won off Megablitz X. These teams were chosen at random. I have no idea what's about to happen, but it's going to be chaos. Cruiserweight action is next.
The following contest is a Tornado Tag Team Fatal 4-Way match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 255 pounds, representing Legion, he is the man of 8,602 moves, Kane!
That's gotta be Kane. And as you heard, the man of 8,602 moves. About 6,000 of which I'm pretty sure are just a Saskatchewan spinning toe hold. And tweeting out on social media, the Constant Nightmare Constantinople saying, Beowulf wants a fight? Good. So do I. And also tweeting out on social media, Theron Eldrazi saying, it's cool, Grimm. I got Vin. Don't worry about him. And he doesn't walk out alive. He's only wanted dead, not alive. Oh, good. And the Outlaw still with a bone to pick. But still on the market. The problem is, Vin made it personal after he assaulted Theron Eldrazi ahead of his match last week. So Kane, the first member of this first team, who is going to be his tag partner? We got 7 to choose from. What do you think, folks? Oh, you got to be kidding me.
And introducing his tag team partner, representing Omega Club, weighing in at 222 pounds, Megablitz X!
Well, Legion Omega Club just can't stay away from each other, can they? Again, folks, these teams were picked at random, and I think you could tell nobody would ever think to put these two together unless you have a very, very sick sense of humor. And tweeting out on social media is Kelly saying, quote, hey, Kane, stay out of Mega's way.
And introducing their opponents.
Well, this match just, the stipulation just changed. It's going to happen in shark-infested waters.
On his way to the ring, weighing in at 249 pounds, Carcharodon.
And tweeting out on social media, Rapture New Road saying, hey guys, let's just have a good time. And remember, no hard feelings when me and my partner face off against Bart Ender. Also tweeting out on social media, Vince spoke Sanji saying, quote, big talk coming from a lackey of Chaz. No one is stopping my quest of revenge. Nobody. And Beowulf saying, quote, this constant nightmare wants a fight. Looks like I'll be giving him a constant beating. And folks, we understand that on both nights of MNW Multivania, we will be having showcase matches, and it looks like the Constant Nightmare and Beowulf are throwing their hats into the ring for one of those showcases.
And introducing his tag team partner,
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
weighing in at 215 pounds, representing Dungeons and Destiny, Rapture Lucha.
And this was a man that had an opportunity to also go for the Trios belts as a member of D&D on Friday Night Flashbang, our sister show on Friday nights. And while he came up short there, he is going to get a shot to get that Big Oof title back. And tonight he's going to do it paired with a shark. And I just got a text from Carcharodon. It says, Oi, Generickson, waters aren't shark infested. We live there, you ignorant fool. They're shark populated waters. He's much bigger than I am. I stand corrected. They are shark. This match is now a shark populated waters match.
And introducing third, at a combined weight of 515 pounds for one night only, the team of Glasterius and the Big Oof champion Bart Ender, Lucha on the Rocks!
Well, look at this! For one night only, Lucha on the Rocks rides again! Take the wheel, R, and Jesus, are you kidding me? How long has it been? In just 1 week's time, they will be enemies, but tonight they ride one more time.
Wow! And introducing the fourth team. First, weighing in at 233 pounds, he is the social outcast, Ignacio Cerventes.
So here comes one of the rookies. I don't think Ignacio Cerventes has ever been in the ring against Lucha on the Rocks. They disbanded before he was even hired. And tweeting out on social media, the delinquent saying, I know I lost that match, but I still put up a good fight. So any other takers? I want to go back into showcase anonymity. Well, I'll tell you what. Don't hate on showcase matches. Some of the biggest stars of today came out of showcase matches. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Saturday nights with some Warzone action, and here we go. 4 teams, all 8 singles competitors who will be trying to rip away the Big Hoop Championship from Bart Ender. So Ignacio, Cerventes, and Sparrow, who came out during our commercial break, Lucha on the rocks, Megablitz and Kane, Rapture, New Road, and Carcharodon. Those are your 4 teams. And now Glycerius and a single leg Boston Crab kicked away. So I gotta say, normally I would ask my broadcast partner, but Mr. Rabbit relegated to Friday nights only. I don't see how you go against Lucha on the rocks, the returning Bart Ender and Glycerius for one night only ahead of Multivania. What a go-home show! And now Rapture looking to fly to the outside. Kane is down. And now Mega with a drop kick to Carcharodon. And a twisting arm drag by Rapture. New Road spins for days. And now looking to do it again. Rapture with no regard for human life. And now it's Glycerius going after Sparrow. Nice overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And look at this lion tamer of Carcharodon. And able to spin away Cerventes. And now the rookie's in the corner. Carcharodon into a package position. Oh, a super kick. And now, Glycerius to the top rope. Sparrow in some trouble. Oh, and a forearm shot to Megablitz. Into the face buster. And Lucha on the rocks with some tag team action. And now Sparrow going after the Big Hoop Champion with a Russian leg sweep. Goodbye, Mega. And drop kick to Glycerius. And now look at this. Oh, a sit-down powerbomb from Carcharodon. Rapture looking to fly, and Kane catching the elbow. Rapture has been all over the place. Carcharodon, oh, and a shoulder check, and Sparrow intercepting him. And now Kane from behind. Kane would love to win his first singles championship at MNW at the expense of Bart Ender. And now Kane being shoved away by Bart Ender. Boot to the midsection. Look out here. Looking for the code red. And right now, 6 of our 8 competitors are brawling on the outside, leaving Kane and Bart Ender inside. And now Bart Ender about to join them. And now it's Rapture and Sparrow on the inside. Neckbreaker to Rapture. Drop kick from Bart Ender. That's that bottom shelf alcohol right there. And now Sparrow might be looking for the forearm. The springboard to Rapture, and got him! And now setting Rapture up. Here comes the cutter. Got him! Down goes Rapture, New Road. 1, 2, and Mega nearly screwed that up. And now Rapture with a kick to Sparrow. And look out here, Hurricane Arcano! The Arcano! 1, 2, and a kick out by Bart. And now look at Glycerius trying to go after Kane. Lucha on the rocks. The first team to really get it together, and now Glycerius taking over for Bart Ender. Boot to the midsection. Looking for the drop kick, nobody home. And now here we go. Looking for the Kimura lock. Kimura lock. Kane in trouble. Kane in trouble! Kane in trouble, and he's tapping out! Kane is tapping out, Laserius doesn't! Lucha on the rocks wins!
Here are your winners, the team of Laserius and Bartender, Lucha on the rocks!
Kane got caught in a 2-on-1 situation. Tried to take out Bart, but Laserius was right behind him. And he applied that Kimura lock, and there was nowhere for Kane to go. Mega didn't even get in the ring until it was cinched in. Here comes Carcharodon. Mega, there's Mega coming in after the tap. A big win for Lucha on the rocks. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a quick second. We are now going to hear from the man who will be in that fatal four-way match to potentially challenge for Fearstrykes Nexus Titan Championship. We are going to hear from Wilson.
Good evening. This is Ryan Believers of the Wilson Observer newsletter, here with Wilson once again to talk about what we talked about last time. Wilson, you lost again, and this time to Lady Boots. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, Ryan, I am just overjoyed for Lady Boots. That disgusting latex fetishist has this coming for a long time. She finally gets the opportunity to grab the brass ring. And it's all thanks to me, Work Rate Wilson.
Wait, are you trying to tell me and the audience that you planned this?
Well, of course I did, Ryan. Nobody in that match stood a chance against me. If you had these eyes, you'd see that. But of course, Work Rate Wilson is a staunch feminist. And I believe that the women of Warzone have been held back and overlooked for far too long. Which is why I intentionally took a dive and I single-handedly jump-started the Warzone's women's revolution. I sacrificed a Nexus Titan title shot for the sake of progress. Don't you see, Ryan? I am the Susan B. Anthony of Warzone. Work Rate Wilson is a goddamn hero. The greatest wrestler in Warzone history, and everyone should be able to see that now.
Wow, Wilson, how absolutely heroic of you. I'm sure the women of Warzone are so thankful for your sacrifice. In fact, why don't we ask one of them now how they feel? Excuse me, camera lady. How do you feel about Work Rate Wilson's noble sacrifice for the sake and progress in women's sports?
Yes, Work Rate Wilson is the best. I love him so much. He's the greatest wrestler in history. Yes, sir.
Good job. Here's your money. It's truly inspiring. But Wilson, are you still going to be at Multivania?
Of course, Ryan. I'm gonna make my presence at Multivania known, even if I have to buy a ticket myself.
Good to hear. This has been Ryan Believers of the Wilson Observer newsletter. Good night.
And ladies and gentlemen, tweeting out on social media following that interesting little tidbit. Rapture wrote saying, teeth and teeth, baby. Gore-Wheel saying, man, everyone is so tense and serious. Also, hey, it's the Lucha git. The Delinquent saying, I know I lost my match, but I put up a good fight. So any other takers? Bart Ender tweeting out as he got backstage, good showing from everybody. And yes, it was great to team back up with Laserius, but at Multivania, good luck. Carcharodon saying if Wilson's head was any further up his ass, it come back out the top. The Constant Nightmare tweeting out, wow, he really loves the sound of his own voice. Typical goblin thing. Kelly tweeting out, I swear he say work rate Wilson one more time. Lady Boot's foot won't be the only high heel going up his butt. Oh. And Rapture New Road tweeting out, tell you what, Carcharodon. We had a great fight tonight. We'll go drink for teeth and teeth. And the fake queen, Lady Gina, saying, bring him back to Flashbang, Eric. I want to stick my heels somewhere. Boy, everybody's just trying to stick stuff up Wilson's butt. And on that note, we're going to send it down to the ring. We are going to hear from the new Warp Gate Hardcore Champion, Gingerboi. So I've got a bit of a problem, because ever since I won this fucking belt, all it's been on Twitter is why, Ginger? Fucking why? Would you team up? Why would you corrupt the Los Bell Bros? Why would you screw over Trash Man? Fuck Trash Man Jones. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me explain something to all you brain-dead fans that watch this stupid-ass show. The reason I screwed Trash Man out of the Warp Gate Hardcore title and then ripped it off of Gorm is because I'm showing you what a champion really looks like. From a show that actually knows how to run every fucking week and doesn't take weeks off and doesn't bitch and moan when shit doesn't go their way or about their booking. You want to know why the Bell Bros help me? Because when's the last fucking time they've been booked on this stupid-ass show? Warzone? No. More like the fucking trash heap, based on who's fucking running it. That's why I did what I did. Because this shit sucks, and it's time for a change. So you want to know what all of you can do? You can kiss my ass, because I don't give a fuck what any of you think. I don't give a fuck what that locker room thinks. The only locker room that I've ever given a damn about is the one I can't go back to because of a fucking draft. That's why I'm stuck here. So I guess you're stuck with me, with us, with three kings that are about to run this fucking show either to the top or into the fucking ground. And McMorgan, you want to talk your shit? You couldn't get the job done, you fucking git. So I'll tell you what, bring your lame ass to Multivania, and I'm gonna shove me foot where the sun don't shine and send you back to the fucking showcase match that this fucking show stole from us anyway. It's not even your match. Fucking C-. Nah, this show's a fucking F. Fucking flashbang forever! Oh, well, that was a... Alright, I think Gingerboi just... Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, singles competition we heard earlier from Dr. Grimm, and tonight, Pupusa PI looks to take on the Murder Cave in the form of Grizzly Adams, as his investigation has come to a close, but now he has to deal with the fallout of this new organization that we know nothing about. And we just heard from Gingerboi challenging McMorgan to a Warp Gate Hardcore Championship match at Multivania. Wow! And social media is blowing up right now. The Chocolate Zombie Graven saying, that's a champion right there. You're going to have to give me a second, folks. I can't believe what we just heard. That we do not condone the words or thoughts of Gingerboi. We were not expecting him to come out here and, well, I guess the word they use in professional wrestling is pipe bomb. But, folks, while we have a quick second, we're going to hear from one of the contenders coming up who we saw earlier tonight, Nice Ice of the Eastern Block Party. He might have come up short in that showcase match, but the belts are on the line at Multivania. Let's hear what the Block has to say.
After almost a year of forming a mighty union of the perfection of German bioengineering and the raw power of Russian cybernetics engineering, our efforts have bore fruit. Now at Multivania, the Eastern Bloc Party stands to show the multiverse how far we have come. We've trained and practiced every day, studied the tapes of the greatest tag teams in the multiverse, and got better as a unit, becoming one through team-building exercises. So, at Multivania, look for the Eastern Bloc Party to smash the chains of hell, contain the radiation of the Wastelanders, and go toe-to-toe with our friends the O-Lords. At Multivania, hell freezes over, and this is no joke.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the MNW Heavyweight Champion Chazley, the Allfather R. Colvin, Dr. Grimm, weighing in at 292 pounds, Grizzly Adams.
And folks, here comes the Murder Cave. Is R. Colvin a suit? And there you see the architect in the back, Dr. Grimm.
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by the Sith Lord Exar Kun, weighing in at 269 pounds, Pupusa P.I.
So Pupusa Monkey squaring off with Grizzly Adams. And I don't think the numbers game are in the favor of Pupusa. Oh, good. They put color back on the screen. How nice of them. And we now know it'll be Exar Kun versus Dr. Grimm at Multivania. And here's Exar in the corner, Pupusa Monkey, but he's glaring right at Grimm. And here we go. Grizzly shoved away by Pupusa. Ducks underneath. A nice gut buster there from Pupusa. Again, it was the Murder Cave, unbeknownst to Pupusa, that has made his life a living hell through this entire investigation. And now that the cat's out of the bag, Pupusa going to work. Headbutt ya. And now rights and lefts. There's a right hand from Pupusa. Shot into the turnbuckle. And tweeting out on social media, Gore-Wheel saying, who's that Odin-looking git wearing a pimp outfit? And also McMorgan tweeting out, you know what, you fucking tosser? Challenge accepted. I'll make you beg to go back to Flash. I heard it here first, folks. We're going to have a Warp Gate Hardcore title match at Multivania. McMorgan accepts the challenge of the champion Gingerboi. It's official. And now going after the knee. And, oh, what an elbow right to the head. And now look at Grizzly. Grizzly low, and look at that. Exar says you don't get to take a break. His former Faces of Fear faction mate, he says, get your ass back in there. And now going after the leg. Exar paying dividends. And now trying to stretch him out, Grizzly was looking to catch a breather, and that was not going to happen. Boot to the midsection, and a rake of the eyes. And now rolling through. Sweeping the, oh, and a knee right to the knee. And look at Arkov already getting involved, saying, hey, your shoe's untied, I think. Arkov is such a helpful person. And tweeting out on social media, Burnout One saying, beep, beep, beep. I believe that's the communication device exploding. I think Burnout might be pulling a PM Ghost. And for those of you that don't get that reference, you should check out Friday Night Flashbang every Friday night at 5 o'clock p.m. PST right here on this station. And Pupusa right to the jaw of Grizzly Adams. And a clothesline to Pupusa. Boot to the midsection. Ducks underneath, and oh, look at Arkov. Chair in the ring. Right now, Pupusa is working that arm. And knee right off the face of Pupusa. And Arkov is screaming at the referee about something. And tweeting out on social media, 8-0 saying, check out Friday Night Flashbang every Friday, 10 out of 10 Gingerboys agree that it is the right kind of wrestling for you. And now Grizzly, maybe looking for the super kick to the face. And now into the cover, and the Murder Cave loves it. Referee saying, fine, I'll count. And look at Exar saying, hey, no, get rid of the chair. And oh, wait a second, hey, ref! Ref, this is not allowed! Ref! Ref, what are you doing? Ref, how is this allowed? Ref, what are you doing? Oh, and a power bomb! That's exactly what they did to Burnout Vaughn, and he's throwing Arkov out. Ref, come on, ref! Ref! No! Yes! Pupusa stays alive! And look at Grimm and Chaz. Well, we've already gotten rid of the Allfather. I guess we're doing good. And now snaps over the cuffs. He's got the cuffs locked in. The cuffs on Grizzly. The cuffs on Grizzly. The referee is checking the hold, checking the ropes, and a break. And a clothesline. And finally, the referee gets rid of the chair. And Kelly tweeting out on social media, WTF, quit stealing our move. Into the cover. Pupusa trying to pin Grizzly at a kick out. And nobody home for that knee. And clothesline again. And now Grizzly again reversed. Shot to the arm. This has been a hell of a match thus far. Pupusa, neck breaker combination. Left hand and an enziguri. The athleticism of Grizzly Adams is quite impressive for a man of his size, nearly 300 pounds. There's a left hand to the gut. Oh, and an arm breaker. And now yelling at Exar. These two used to be in the faces of fear. And Exar getting under his skin. And now a back elbow. Look out here, Pupusa! The tombstone stretch! Pupusa looking to stretch out Grizzly! Grizzly in trouble! Grizzly's tapping out! Grizzly is tapping out! Pupusa does it! And a tombstone off the hourglass!
Here is your winner, Pupusa P.I.
And Pupusa with a big win, and that kick out right there. Grizzly thought he had him. And it looks like Grizzly's going to be spending some hard time in the clinker tonight. And there you see it, hard time locked in. He had a hard time getting out of it, that's for damn sure. You're going to see right here, Grizzly tried to hang on, but he was tapping out. And then for good measure, take this tombstone with you.
Here is your winner, Pupusa P.I.
And look at that glare to the camera. The ring rust is gone. And wouldn't you know it, just in time, Carcharodon saying if Pupusa wins, I'm buying him drinks at Omega Pub for a year. Well, RIP your bank account. And Beowulf tweeting out, Warzone is now brought to you by Wolf Arms. Get your own metal arm for when you need to cave someone's face, and also comes with an attachable repeating crossbow. Found at your local black market salesman. Can we not with the metal arms? Can we just get through that? And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we are going to hear from Sir Unklydunk.
The nerve of that Maximilian, laying his hands on me after firing him. It's possible he may go on the offensive in an attempt for revenge. I must keep my eye out. I can't falter now. My God, Mr. Butler, what's going on down there?
A difference of opinion. Someone said that Sailor Moon was better than One Piece and Usagi could kick Luffy's ass. They won't be talking anymore without their vocal cords.
What? By God, I can't believe you! You could talk the whole time. Why didn't you tell me?
You never asked.
Sir? Did you sell all of our COVID vaccines for money?
Of course. Do you know how much VIP are demanding for that statue of the beef at the front entrance?
Right, of course. Speaking of money, our financial report is in.
Oh, good! What does it say?
Well, we spent millions on all of the superfluous additions, and after jacking up our prices for even the most basic medical practices, no insurance company wants to cover us anymore. If things keep going the way they're going, we'll be shut down in no time.
Excellent! You'd think I would have added all this useless junk if I actually cared about running a hospital? My goal was to get this place shut down.
Why?
So they all know what it's like. No one came to me in my hour of need, so why should anyone else have that luxury? I want every snot-nosed little brat here to be left out on the street and forced to be dealt nothing, just like me. Ha! I figured you'd be up to something after you took over, which is why I put this recorder in my coat and broadcasted it to the ring. Now everyone in MNW knows what you're doing. Mr. Butler, put him on the rack.
Sure thing, boss.
Now I have to prepare my defenses. I know exactly who's coming.
What I am thoroughly confused as to what I just heard just now in this moment. This is, oh boy. So it looks like Sir Unklydunk is preparing for war, which is probably smart considering everything that's been going down recently. So, that notwithstanding, we are not going to hear from the man who wants to get his hands on Sir Unklydunk, Maximilian Thunderthighs.
This is Chip Cheddison reporting live from St. Unklydunk's Children's Hospital. Or at least it was before it was foreclosed. Poor management and financial troubles has caused this once great children's hospital to become closed and abandoned, sending hundreds of children out onto the street with no medical care. We tried to reach out to the general manager, St. Unklydunk, for questioning, but we only met his bodyguard, Mr. Butler, who mumbled, and I quote, "subs better than dubs," before ushering us out of there. The big question on everyone's mind, including yours truly, is who will stand up for the kids? Who will do the right thing? Is there no one to face the richest jerk in the multiverse? What is that? It is! Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. A large gorilla in a green wrestling singlet is making his way here. Correction, that is not a gorilla. It's the one, the only Maximilian Thunderthighs. Mr. Thunderthighs, do you have a chance to stop for an interview? It appears he's making his way towards the Warzone arena at an alarming speed. Will he make it in time? Who knows? All this reporter can say is, Godspeed to you, Maximilian Thunderthighs.
I am thoroughly confused. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up later tonight, we are going to hear from Sir Unklydunk. Apparently the brass has decided what must be done for Max to get his hands on Unkly at Multivania. And we're going to find that out here tonight. But right now, we are going to hear from Ausir Promo of VIP. It would seem that there are a lot of challenges being thrown around all over the place, but no one is talking about the VI Pharaoh. And this pisses me off because you know something that I made this place. I made the Nexus Titan Championship what it is, and look, I am not even in the Fatal 4-Way. Spoiler. And I'll tell you what I am going to do. I am throwing my hat in the mega Money in the Bank because Ausir Promo belongs at the top of this company. While some people want to cut down this show, I want to make it glorious like it used to be. Except I don't need a fancy entrance to do it. And on top of that, the absolute units like to absolutely run their mouth whenever they get the chance. It seems you boys need an opponent for Multivania. Well, congratulations, boys. You found it. You see, while Suplex Sam takes care of Devon, and while I grab that briefcase, VIP will secure our rematch with either Doom or the animal thing that they have going on Flashbang. Either way, we bring the trio's titles home that we never should have lost. And when all the dust settles at Multivania, we
will be the one standing victorious over all of you. And whether or not I cash in that night or in the future, whenever we eventually rip the Trios titles away from Flashbang, all of the gold will revolve around the one true stable, VIP. So VIP stepping up as the second Trios team, and that is an announcement. They truly never did get a rematch against Doom. And so if they can beat the units, they're going to get the winner of the Flashbang Trios title match. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we are going to hear from the Bell Bros.
Oh, you were talking and whining about us stopping you from being a bunch of cheating knuckleheads? Like you hadn't been doing that for quite a while? But especially last week? Gee whiz, I never thought I'd hear that one. You know what I do hear so nauseatingly much? About this Lucha code people think we have. There is no Lucha code! I don't know where everyone gets this, but it's all cartoon crap and Hollywood bullshit. Listen to me, you grade school Picasso knuckle.
Please, hermano, smaller words. I don't think his tiny, creepy little puppet hand understands. As clearly, the rest of him doesn't understand a good many things either. For instance, why Gingerboi? Why not? The three of us have been great friends since he arrived, and we've been each other's fans for some time before. Just because we've been on a small break doesn't mean we won't be around to support our friends. More so when he's being stalked by a pair of leather-clad cartoons who clearly had no faith in one of their own's ability to fight in the ring. Tisk. Poor Gorn.
Yeah, and furthermore, he's not just a friend. He's familia. And the way I was raised, you don't mess with familia. Next time you want to post some bullshit like that, I'll ring that bell of yours so hard, you'll actually look like a normal person. Oh, before I forget, since I actually have something nice to say about your conquistadors. Congratulations, Boots. You've proved you're the only one worth talking about in your faction. Kicking the shit out of 3 people and earning a title spot. Impressive feat. Shame you have to do it all over again, thanks to, Mr. Lawyerson. But I'm pulling for you, chica. Come on, strongman. We've got dinner with Rojito.
Aye, but before we go, I have one more thing to add. This is only the beginning. We have faced the best and the worst of Warzone. As Ginger as on Flashbang. We've all bled and broken our bodies against them. We are tempered like steel. Somos reyes y no tenemos miedo.
And you wanted to know who Carnival was going to face? Well, it's the Bell Bros versus the Bloodline next. The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Being coming to the ring by the Warpgate Hardcore Champion Gingerboi at a combined weight of 505 pounds, the team of Strongman Bell and Flyboy Bell, Los Bell Bros. And from what I'm being told, this group is now called the Three Kings.
You can hear the crowd chanting, "We Three Kings." And again, folks, this will be a tag team match, so Gingerboi accompanying the Bell Bros.
And introducing their opponents, being coming to the ring by Sasquatch, and a combined weight of 577 pounds, the team of Carnival and Gorm, the Conquest Bloodline.
Oh, and look what Gorm stole from Gingy's locker room. Gorm took the belt. Apparently, he still thinks he's the champion. Well, that is not the case. And look at Gingerboi screaming at him. I don't even know if that's real, but you can hear Gingerboi screaming, "Oi, that's mine, you big fucking love." Social media, Carcharodon saying, quote, "Eric, I make enough money to not be able to care about expenses. I'm more worried about Pupusa's liver." Also tweeting out on social media, the Sandman saying, "So, you want to make us all suffer? What about the mess you left us to clean up, sir son of a bitch? Well, it won't matter. You can run out the law, but I'm sure the IRS would love to talk to you." Oh, and Strongman right out of the gate going after Carnival. Sending off the ropes. Carney catches a clothesline from Strongman. Now break of the eyes. And you know, somewhere you've got to imagine Power Surge has got eyes on this match. He would love to also get his hands on Carnival, perhaps, maybe at Multivania. Who knows? And now shot into the corner. Strongman looking for the tag, no. And now it's Carney's turn, shooting him in. Worm's got to pay attention. What a boot! And now Strongman, nice suplex there. Oh, and look at Carney going after Flyboy. Carney with a cheap shot. And now that pullback Irish whip into a backbreaker. And now tag made. Here comes Gorm, who is not happy about losing that title to Gingerboi. And a back suplex. Oh, but Strongman able to reverse. And here we go, the Rolling Thunder. And Gorm, look at the power here. The military press. Oh my goodness. Oh, and a moonsault now into the cover. Ref distracted. Flyboy screaming at the ref to turn around. One, two, and a distraction with a kick out at two. The Oni combo should have been enough, but it was not thanks to the distraction by Carnival, who now wants another tag. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Power Surge saying meeting with costumed adults is one thing, but kids, especially sick kids, Unklydunk has gone too far this time. I may be a D-list supervillain anti-hero, but Dunk is just evil. Rapture New Road tweeting out, those kids can't be abandoned like this. In Rapture Beauty, no, Rapture New Road have tried to announce that I would like to buy the hospital and turn it around. Ladies and gentlemen, the Trinket New Road Children's Hospital is open to the public. And now Flyboy tagged in, jawbreaker to Gorm. And look out here, nice arm drag there. You can hear Flyboy screaming, hey Zebra, pay attention. Gorm now, the size differential great here. Tag to Carney. And now it's Carney and Flyboy. It was the interference from Carnival that nearly helped Gorm retain against Gingerboi, but the Bell Bros cutting off Carney and Feel Good Inc. last week, which allowed Gingerboi in our main event to win that Warpgate Hardcore Championship. And now there's a kick. And now more kicks, lighten up Carney. And right to the head. And now going to the top rope. Flyboy looking to fly. La Estrella from the top rope. Into the cover. One. Oh, and Gorm breaks it up. Putting it on social media. Forrest T-Wade saying bring it on. Death and taxes comes for all. Also, Bart Enders putting out stomp the shit out of the Muppet. And Jack Andrews, whoa, look at that kip up there by Carney. Jack Andrews of Flashbang tweeting out on social media, Kings, huh? I like it. God save the king. Hashtag Brit Wrestling Superior. We understand that Jack Andrews is from Wales, which is like being from the Long Island of Britain. It kind of counts, technically. And now putting the boots to Flyboy. And oh, what a headbutt! And now into the corner. Look at Flyboy looking for the Hurricane Rana. And down he goes. And what's Flyboy got in mind here? Might be looking to toll the bell. Into the cover, 1, 2, and Gorm again. Able to get in there. The bell ringer not enough. And oh, what a half Nelson suplex. That was almost like a butterfly suplex, but only had one arm hooked. Big back elbow. And now look at Flyboy trying to show off a little bit. Watch out there for the Goliath. No, head scissors. Oh, into a DDT. Now a kick to the thigh. Looking for the right hand. No, a forearm shot. And now sent to the outside. Flyboy Bell looking to do just that. Take to the sky. And there he goes. Tope con hero from Flyboy Bell. And now Carney not impressed. Flyboy with a shot to the back. And now kicks to the thigh. Right hands, punches, kicks. And again, folks, still to come our main event, we will find out who will be facing Fearstrykes at Multivania. A rerun of that fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match. You're not going to want to miss it. Wilson Son of Will, Louis McDonald, Vince Smoke Sanji, and the original fourth member who we do not know yet. But it's the person that Lady Boots attacked last week. What a kip up. Oh, and a nice cross-body forearm. The Bell Bros with their return to TV with a new look and a new attitude. And now a right hand. Looking for the hat trick. Carney. Saying one more. Oh. And now a kick in the thigh. And to the back. Move to the midsection. Off the ropes. Step up head scissor. And now stepping back. This could be problems for Carney. And down goes Carnival, the bell ringer. Here comes Strongman. 1, 2, and got him. Bell Bros pick up the win. Here are your winners, the team of Strongman Boyle and Flyboy Bell, Los Bell Bros. And the Lucha brothers able to get the job done. Viva la Tres Reyes! And look at Gingerboi just trying to clap, mocking this crowd. We'll see how joyous he is in about 7 days when he defends the Warpgate Hardcore title against McMorgan. And tweeting out on social media, Gingerboi saying, that's the Three Kings, baby. We do what the fuck we want, how the fuck we want. And folks, after that matchup, we are now going to hear, I believe, from Semjax, who has a response for Wilson from earlier tonight. I take that back. This might be from Lady Boots, who beat Wilson last week. I take that back, folks.
I'm disgusted by that blood-sucking parasite of a lawyer. And this is coming from a vampire. Warzone was doing just fine until you had to stick your pig snout into me and my faction's business. I have to remind you and everyone again and again that I have worked my ass off for this show since day one, no less. I have all the potential to become a future champion. I showed everyone I didn't need my stand to make those newbies cry a future shock. I proved to you all that I can crush those village people rejects under my boot heel, including a former world champion. Now I need to bring this angel to temptation and watch him lose his wings as he falls straight to hell. With no aid from my faction mates? Fine. I work my best when I have one-on-one clients. I will corrupt this so-called Terror Angel, and the Nexus Titan belt comes back to the Bloodline at Multivania, courtesy of your lady.
It's times like this, I wish I had a broadcast partner again. And later tonight, Lady Boots will be in action against the Nexus Titan champion, Fearstrykes, and if she wins, that match becomes a triple threat. But right now, folks, we're about to hear from Sir Unklydunk.
Yes, decisions to be made, decisions all around. So many wonderful decisions, like, you know, getting rid of Maximilian Thunderthighs off of a bloated payroll. We know what that's like up north, don't we? People being released from contracts everywhere. Oh, capitalism at its finest, I do think. But the real question is, what will Maximilian Thunderthighs need to do to get his hands on Sir Saint Unklydunk? It's a very, very good question. But the brass has asked me if I had any ideas, and of course, I had a wonderful idea. Maximilian Thunderthighs, all you have to do to get your hands on me is win a match here tonight against an opponent I have handpicked. I'll even tell you who it is. You know them very, very well. Max, you have to beat Unga Bunga. Because he's your Oh, hang on a second. Things just picked up. It's about to get Gouda up in here. Why is McCheese out here? Certainly Cheese and Unklydunk, I mean, they're former members of the Republic.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but, you know, Unkley, I guess I had to come out here because I feel like that's a little bit much. Like, I'll tell you what, I volunteer, instead of Unga, I'll do it. I'll fight Max. Like, that's, we don't have to do the whole tag team, like drive a wedge. It's kind of, like, you see how it's messed up, right? Right? Unkley? Buddy?
No, oh, McCheese, you don't... No, so this is tactical warfare. No, so you see, Max is trying to assault the castle, so to speak, and so I'm trying to divide and conquer. And if they are at each other's throats for any reason, then, you know, it benefits my associates. You understand, right?
I mean, yeah, but they're only coming after you because you're trying to shut down the hospital. Like, what are those kids gonna do? I don't know, Unkley. It doesn't feel right. And so I wanted to come out here and I wanted to volunteer. Like, I get it's kind of a weird situation, but I'll fight him. You don't have to do the Unga thing. I volunteer as tribute from, like, you know, like the movie.
McCheese, I do appreciate this, but I'm going to have to decline your offer. If Maximilian wants to fight for the hospital, he needs to earn it. I'll tell you what, McCheese, I'll put the hospital on the line if he can beat Unga. That's a fair deal, isn't it?
I mean, I guess that's better, but if you have all this money, and again, I don't know how you do because I thought we lost all that last Multivania, but like, good on you, I guess, good investment, you know, whatever. It feels like this is a lose-lose. Like, I don't know, it just feels wrong.
Listen, I understand, Cheese, and I still value your friendship, so why don't we do this? Why don't we forget this whole conversation happening? We can go backstage, we can watch the show, we don't have to worry about anything. I'm not on the card, you're not on the card. It'll be like old times, like the old Republic, you know? Oh.
Well, actually, that's the other reason I came out here, because we are on the card. I don't know if you saw the updates, but it's if you walk through the curtain, they actually updated it. Mr. Butler is going to be taking on Probunaga because he's really upset, and I tried to talk him out of it, but he still has some pull upstairs. So, yeah, sorry about that. I told him it was a bad idea.
I'm sorry, what? Probunaga did what? He wishes to fight the Butler? The Butler? My Butler? Probunaga! No. This is not happening. This is not happening. I'm dreaming. It has to be a dream. The cheese, pinch me.
No, this is definitely real. And Uncle, I'm gonna be in Probunaga's corner because you replaced me with like a giant lady boots person, except they're a guy and their mask is really scary. Like I don't judge you for what you're into, but like that kind of hurt, man. I guess I'll see you later. Goodbye, Uncle.
I don't understand what just happened, but that was the weirdest thing I think I've seen on Warzone yet. So Maximilian's going to go one-on-one with his tag partner, Unga Bunga. And this is just... folks, things are crazy. And with that blockbuster announcement earlier tonight, VIP and the Absolute units will collide at Multivania. But here tonight, the Beef is going to go one-on-one with Absolute Washington ahead of their match. The winner of VIP and the Absolute units will get a Trios title shot at a future Flashbang event. And now tweeting out on social media, Gore-Wheel saying, quote, "That block of cheese is the most heartwarming person on the roster." And some fans tweeting out on social media, Probunaga is basically Dennis the Menace. You heard it here first, folks. What has got to be going through the mind of Maximilian Thunderthighs? And we were about to hear from Unga Bunga. What do you know?
Unga here, tell you, remember eat. Unga like eat. Unga here, tell you, remember drink.
Mom, those are my nuggets.
Why loud people want Unga chicken nugget? Unga give best stick for chicken nugget.
I don't care. Give me my nuggets back.
Unga go back to Warzone.
Don't come here. My mom ordered me a cheeseburger.
Unga nugget, come get a mouthful.
Well, I mean, that was a PSA from Unga Bunga. I think about chicken nuggets or something. We're now also going to hear from Carcharodon following that fatal four-way tornado tag team match.
Hello, Warzone. This is Carcharodon. That is how it is pronounced, Mr. Generickson. I'm not trying to be a smartass. I just figured to let you know. Now, I would like to express my disappointment at not getting to face Alpha Kong again. However, I am delighted to know I will be getting another shot at Megablitz X, who was a formidable opponent to go up against, barring, of course, the less than adequate ending of our match. I would like to apologize for not giving you a proper fight. Bartender, from what I have seen, you are tenacious, agile, and very well versed in submission wrestling. A dangerous combination, yes. Though we will not be alone in that ring. There are multiple people in there, and all intent to go after your title. You're in dangerous waters, my friend. I, however, intend to give you the honor of going directly for the throat and not letting you suffer for long. Before I walk out of our match and Multivania with your, my belt.
So Carcharodon laying down the law, saying it is his belt. And we'll see if that comes to fruition. But first, singles competition. following contest is scheduled for one fall, being coming to the ring by the Doctor of Albanomics and Ausir Promo, weighing in at 352 pounds, the Beast.
So Ausir dressed in his finest garb. We know now he will be part of Mega Money in the Bank. And you got to imagine the Beef and the Doctor of Albanomics will be part of that trios team. Putting out on social media, you know, I'd like to blame Unkley or this, but I know I'm the one to blame. I didn't say anything, Lawson. You just want to watch me suffer, don't you? I'm confused.
And introducing his opponent, being coming to the ring by TJ the Mint Gable and Forrest T. Wade, weighing in at 241 pounds, Absolute Washington.
So Absolute Washington to go one-on-one with the Beast. Absolute Unit and VIP with a huge opportunity at Multivania. But right now with an opportunity to gauge each other out. To my knowledge, they've never faced each other as trios. TJ the Mint Gable only recently coming back from a boxing stint to rejoin his faction mates. And we've heard from both of these teams here tonight. And now we're about to see what they're all about. So Washington and Beef about to square off one-on-one. Here we go. And face first into the canvas. And now a side headlock here from the Beef. Who do you like? The Unit or the member of VIP? Washington to the corner. Right hand to Washington. And a reversal there. Right hand from Absolute Washington. AW putting the work to the Beef. And now working on the arms and the fingers. And now again working on the fingers. And a stomp on the wrist. Oh, nice shoulder check. Through to the midsection. And a kick to the back. Oh, what a right hand. Return to sender with a left. And now a German release suplex. Wow. Into the cover. And a kick out at one by Washington. Reverse DDT. The Beef goes down. Nobody home there. Shoved into the corner, clothesline. Oh, what a big boot. And now a headbutt with those horns right to the sternum. Washington again sent into the turnbuckle. Turning him around. And now tenderizing the beef. And this could be bad news for Washington. Beef looking for the sexplex. Absolute Washington goes down. And now look at this. Wade up on the turnbuckle. Or rather up on the apron. And now a jawbreaker to Beef. Hip toss to Washington. Rolling out of the ring. Ausir thought about getting involved but did not. Throwing Washington into the ropes. And to the corner. Alba jumping around liking what he sees. Washington the reversal. Shoulder check to the Beef. Continued kicks to the back. Over that back double clothesline, and down goes Washington, folding him up like an accordion. And tweeting out on social media, Carcharodon saying, "My suspicions are confirmed. The audio quality at the bottom of the ocean is shit." Yeah, but I heard the sound dampening is great. And now Beef looking for some control with this sexplex. Down goes Washington. Into the cover. 1, 2, oh, and a kick out at 2. Washington stays alive. And a spinning heel kick. Now Washington trying to figure out what he wants to do next. Sweep of the leg here. And now trying to go after that turnbuckle. Now rake of the eyes there to Beef. And a clothesline. Oh, it could be here. The absolute bomb. And that could do it. Beef is down, the power bomb. Will this be enough? 1, 2. Oh, he got him. The absolute bomb puts him down. Dropping him like he's hot. Here is your winner, Absolute Washington. So Washington leading his troops in a battle, showing the units are not to be trifled with. And folks, now that we have a quick second, we already heard from Carcharodon. We are now going to hear from the Big Oof champion, Bart Ender.
You know, it's a good thing I'm not a whiner like certain members of our talent on the rosters. Or I would be complaining about how it's unfair that my first title defense is against 7 other opponents. If I was a complainer, I would say it's unfair that I don't get to square off with the winner of the actual free-for-all tournament, Alpha. However, I am not a complainer. I am not a whiner. I am a champion and welcome all challengers. So, Megablitz, I call upon you to elevate yourself to heights never before seen. Kane, I want you to focus on the task at hand and fight like you deserve this match. Carcharodon, you are driven and know what you want, so come and get it. Ignacio, while you are new here, I am impressed with what you have shown so far, and you have much promise here. Hold nothing back. Rapture, buddy. We have faced off against each other before, and worked together before, so enrapture me, and try to take what is mine. And Sparrow, Sparrow, bring your best to this competition, and leave nothing behind. Now Glacerius, amigo, I always enjoy our competition with each other, but understand, this will not be a one-and-done championship reign. See, I'm going to fight like never before to keep my belt. So good luck to all of you. The tab has started running, and soon it will be the last call for each of you.
What? Did he say last call?
And ladies and gentlemen, be careful not to cut your promos while you're on duty. It is not last call at Omega Pub. Just want to let everybody know, drinks are still being served. And now from one man in blue to another, we're about to hear from Daverman. So first of all, I wanted to come out here and I wanted to say congratulations to Sparrow. I haven't had the appropriate opportunity to express my gratitude for being able to have a sidekick alongside me for these past couple of months. And I could not be more thrilled by what they are going to do by bringing home the Big Oof title to the Sentinels. And it started getting me thinking back to Multivania. What happened last year at Multivania? Justice Jake was able to climb that ladder of success, grab that briefcase, and together we put an end to Hat Smoke. And that was a very big deal. It took Nice Ice, it took me, it took Jake, it took Probunaga, it took an army to defeat one man. And so I started thinking about this year, about how Sparrow has gone out there and taken the initiative. And then it made me think about last year. And now this year, once again, an evil begins to rise up. A rot that has been underneath the surface of MNW has finally started to eat away at the foundation. Chaz Lee, you cannot leave Multivania with that championship. And there's really only one way that I can guarantee that it doesn't leave in your hands. And that is by winning the Mega Money in the Bank ladder match, which I am officially entering my name into. Last year, it was Jake's turn. And while I might not have won that briefcase, I played my role. But this year, I cannot sit on the sidelines. With so much at stake, I need to make sure that this rot is taken care of once and for all. The murder cave cannot be allowed to sprout roots like the Hats did. Trust me, I know. I'll see you at Multivania. So Daverman, with a proclamation saying it is now his time to make sure that the latest evil in MNW does not leave Multivania with the title. They did it last year. Can they do it this year? And folks, coming up next, a match that we heard about just a couple of moments ago. Mr. Butler goes one-on-one with Probunaga. And oh boy, here we go. Wait, what? He wants to talk again? Okay, folks, apparently we're going to hear from Mr. Butler.
Look, buddy, I'm usually a reasonable guy to get along with, as long as you don't piss me off. You know, stuff like angering the boss, interrupting me when I'm in the middle of a conversation, talking about me behind my back, saying the 4Kids dub of One Piece is better than the Funimation dub when that's objectively not true! And when you do piss me off, well, you saw what happens. Mercy? Sure, I'll show you mercy. In the same way Impel Down shows mercy to their inmates. So consider that a small example of what could happen to anyone in the Warzone roster who gets on me or my boss's bad side. I'm a reasonable guy when not provoked. They just bring it upon themselves.
What? Anyway, and now, this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Sir Unklydunk, weighing in at 305 pounds, Mr. Butler.
Well, Mr. Butler making his way to the ring. I'm already confused.
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Sir McCheese, weighing in at 262 pounds, Probunaga!
And they're coming out to the Old Republic theme. Unkley and McCheese used to come out to this. And Unkley is pissed. Oh, Unkley is not happy. McCheese warned him. Unkley thought he would never have to hear that music again. So, folks, it looks like the Knights from the Old Republic are here, and Probunaga still not 100%. All bandaged up, and here we go. Backbreaker, and immediately looking at those ribs. And now look out here, and a nice shoulder check to Probunaga. And a powerbomb to Probunaga. And a stomp right to the gut. And look at the mask of Butler, for goodness sake. And sending Probunaga up over the top rope. And oh, look at McCheese, so helpful. And McCheese saying, hey, behind you. And Butler says, hey, in the ring. And now Butler up over the top rope. Right hand blocked. Boot to the midsection with that left foot. And look at the power. Oh, my goodness. And now grabbing Probunaga by the hair. Boot, or rather elbow, right to the gut. Probunaga trying to fight out of this predicament. There's a left hand. Straight jacket DDT. And now Probunaga going for the ride and a power slam. Probunaga has not been able to get out of the bricks on this one. And McCheese giving Butler plenty of room, not getting involved in this match outside of helping up Probunaga earlier. And what a good boy. Oh, and a boot right into the neck breaker by Probunaga. What a combination. And a kick right to the knee, looking for the big boot, nobody home. Punch to the face and throwing him by the hair. Hey, ref! Come on, ref! And just go grabbing the hair. And again, trying to twerk the head. And now into the cover, one, and a kick out by Probunaga. Rolling out of the way. Probunaga, side headlock. And now into the corner. Drop kick ya. And there's a right hand. Grabbing him by the mask. Butler into the ropes. And now a back suplex. And now these forearm shots by Probunaga, sending him back into the corner. Back elbow. And look out here, Butler, was looking for something. Probunaga said, nah. And now a clothesline. Clothesline to Butler. And now into the corner. Body shots, uppercut to Butler. And a double axe handle right to the mask. And it's time to mind your tongue. And now into the cover. 1, 2, and he got him. Probunaga beats the Butler. And Unga does not look happy. Butler got a taste of it. A taste of the glorious one, and it was too much. And then right there, that mandible claw-like maneuver, and he was out.
Here is your winner, Probunaga!
And Unga is just disgusted. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up, we are going to hear from 1/3 of the former Trios champions meme. We are about to hear from the British bot, R. Sawyer.
Cut the music. Cut it. Grizzly, I hope you had your fun last week. It's good to see you could still parade around the ring, running your mouth after passing out like a bitch to Malice. And I hope you took notes, because at Multivania, it'll either be my Cyber Stunner or Malice's blue screen that'll find its mark. And you think bringing Arkhov the Allfather into the match is meant to intimidate me? Please. You clearly didn't pay attention when I mentioned the list. I'm not going to stop hunting you down until I get the satisfaction of a win over your furry ass. Bear hunting season is officially open and your face is on the poster. Arkhov is not in my sights. Not yet. You are. And Dr. Grimm? Oh, he's earned his spot. That claw of his did something to my system. It's taken me 5 days to clear it of whatever shit he's put in there. 5 days of my arm flailing about like a freaking Gmod, which the ref thought was me tapping out. Hell, I'm not sure it's fully out of my system yet. It feels a lot more punchy. And if I don't get a match at the go-home show, I might have to let it out in a more old-fashioned way. But be assured, I'll see you at Multivania. Fucking Grimm! How do I turn this thing off?
I think he's pissed off. And folks, coming up next, we heard from Lady Boots earlier. It is now time to see if she can punch her ticket to Multivania legitimately. It's the Nexus Titan champion Fearstrykes versus Lady Boots. She wins, she's in. Conquest Bloodline is banned from ringside. No interference. We're about to see if she can do it legit one more time. And that match is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On her way to the ring, weighing in at 183 pounds, representing the Conquest Bloodline, Lady Boots!
So Lady Boots about to go one-on-one with the Nexus Titan champion. She eliminated all 3 members of that fatal 4-way last week. Fearstrykes with a lot on the line here too. If this becomes a triple threat match, he does not have to be pinned to lose the championship. Lady Boots saying, bring it on.
And introducing her opponent, weighing in at 271 pounds, he is the Nexus Titan champion, the Terror Angel, Fearstrykes.
And Fearstrykes marching with a purpose down to this ring. On social media, what's this feeling I'm having right now? I really going to be cheering for Lady Boots? Oh wait, no, it's just this ludicrous rage building up in me. So Kelly conflicted, and we are off and running. And right out of the gate, inverted atomic drop to Lady Boots. And a swinging Uranagi. So can Boots do it one more time, riding solo? the chest. And out of the corner and more knees to the back. Fearstrykes back to his feet in a clothesline. Again, advantageous for the champion to avoid a triple threat match. Something that the Citric King and Chaz will both be facing in Multivania for their Interdimensional and MNW Heavyweight Championship matches, respectively. And now an elbow to the face of Fearstrykes. Lady Boots catching a forearm. One could argue the second in command of Conquest Bloodline. And there's a nice reversal into a DDT. And now forearm shot, boot to the midsection. Another boot, DDT. Into the cover. And now a right hand. Sending Lady Boots to the outside, looking for the dragon screw reversal. Right hand shoved away. Shoved away again. Step up kick. And a shoulder check to Lady Boots. Kick to the leg, kick to the leg. Another kick to the leg. And back into the ring she goes. Fearstrykes, look at the power. Just shoulder pressing Lady Boots and letting her go. Fearstrykes has been a very long-reigning Nexus Titan champion. And his odds drastically go up if he can stay away from a triple threat match with Lady Boots and the winner of our main event here tonight. Fear. Turning Lady Boots around. Boot to the midsection. I thought he might have been going for full into Fear, but no. He's looking for Fear. Strikes right across the face of Lady Boots. Now turning around Lady Boots. Oh, and a nice hip toss. And now Lady Boots in trouble. Fearstrykes, watch this power, this deadlift Falcon Arrow falling to Fear. And thanks for playing Lady Boots. He's a champion for a reason. Oh, but she kicked out! And Fear is beside himself. And now Lady Boots trying to get back up to a vertical base and does. Back elbow. Lady Boots trying to become the first female wrestler to challenge for a singles championship in MNW history. Nice judo hip toss there. Lady Boots. Down to a knee, looking for the drive-by. Kiss the boot. The Clint Eastwood right into the kiss the boot. Here it comes. Lady Boots about to punch her ticket to Multivania. 1, 2, no! And Boots just trying to hang in there. And look at this submission maneuver. Leg trap, pull on the arms, and look at the bridge. And now our right hand. A second clothesline. And there's a step-up heel kick. And now again looking for another Clint Eastwood. The knee right to the face. And this This time looking to inflict more punishment. Now turns him over. This will send her to Mania. 2 and a kick out. But Boots has got the champion on the ropes. Fearstrykes was not ready. Another kiss the boot. Styling on him. Make yourself famous, Lady Boots. 2 and a kick out again. The stylo for a second time. And now Fearstrykes finally able to reverse. Looking for the figure 4. And he's got it locked in. But Lady Boots able to turn it over, and now Fear with all the pressure. And Lady Boots catching a clothesline from Fearstrykes. And now into the corner. Turning around Lady Boots. Boot to the midsection, no, kick to the thigh. We are a week away from Multivania. Lady Boots trying to get there. Fearstrykes looking to make the odds a little bit more in his favor. And now kicks to the thigh again, trying to chop down the cherry tree, and does. And now a shoulder check. Oh, what a clothesline. And now look at Fearstrykes again, putting the boots to her ribs. And a right hand to the dome. And now into the corner, and now a second time. Fearstrykes with a fall into Fear on Lady Boots. Can she hang in there? 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, the Nexus Titan Champion, the Terror Angel, Fearstrykes.
What a performance from Lady Boots, though. My goodness. Could you have imagined if she could have pulled the upset off against the champion? And right there, we thought that might have been it. Right here, the stylo. Right to the face. So Fearstrykes will have a singles match at Multivania for his Nexus Titan champion in our main event. Will tell us who. And folks, coming up next, singles action. Maximilian Thunder Thighs goes one-on-one with his tag team partner Unga Bunga. And this might be hard to watch, folks. This is Sir Unklydunk got the ear of the lawyer, and the lawyer made it happen. Max needs to win to get Sir Unklydunk. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 325 pounds, Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
And Unga Bunga, I didn't know they could use social media, but they say, Unga do this for friend, wipes away tears. Oh. And Kelly tweeting out on social media, hey, my stomach feels better after that last match. Go figure. So the storyline here, folks, Maximilian Thunder Thighs, apparently a doctor of some kind, works at a children's hospital, a hospital that has had financial difficulties as of late. Unklydunk made a significant donation, and by that he means purchase of said hospital. Laid off Max and is now trying to close the hospital because of how much money it's bleeding. And thanks to Sir McCheese, Unkley has agreed to put the hospital on the line if Max can beat a hand-picked opponent. And who did Unkley in the brass pick? His tag partner in Thunder Bunga, Unga Bunga.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 225 pounds, Unga Bunga.
So Thunder Bunga about to go to war with each other. And one has to wonder, I'm sure Unga Bunga maybe has thought about it. What if I just forfeit? What if I just walk away? But we've seen what happens. We saw it on Flashbang. Jack Andrews tried to forfeit a match. The brass said, nah, not gonna happen. So best we can assume this is gonna be a legit straight up match. So for the first time ever, Maximilian Thunder Thighs versus Unga Bunga, and here we go! And according to Carcharodon, they just checked, Thunder Bunga for Life is trending worldwide. And Unga Bunga able to catch Max, throwing him into the ropes. And you can hear him screaming, Unga sorry, Max. And it's a good thing Max has a mask on. Easier to hide the tears. And he tweeted out on social media before coming out here, I'm sorry, my caveman friend. Oh, what the hell? What the hell's going on? That's CJR Killer's music. What the hell's going on? No! No! No, the Outlaws! That's CJR Killer! Unga, no! Unga, please, no! Unga, please, no! No, oh my God! Oh my God! Unga had to pin him! Oh, for the love of God! Oh! The Outlaws should be banned from every arena in existence. That is disgusting. CJR Killer taking Unklydunk's money. And Unga had to go for the pin. This is hard to watch. And a big power slam from Unga. And I don't know if Max can do this. I'm going to be honest. It's hard enough for Unga, but Max can barely get any offense in. And here we go, getting his bearings. Back body drop. And Gore-Wheel tweeting out the Outlaws again. Do me and my git gotta crump their asses just to get some peace around here? I mean, I wouldn't be against it. And now, oh, and a reversal! These two know each other so well. Go for the back suplex, turn it into a bulldog. Great athleticism by Unga Bunga, who has been in control since the interference from CJR Killer, the DOA powerbomb, nearly putting down Maximilian Thunder Thighs. And now Max, sweep of the leg. Big double axe handle to the back. Rolling out of the way, boot to the midsection. And there's a right hand, there's a chop. And tweeting out on social media, Theron Eldrazi saying, hey, Eric, keep your mouth shut or you're next. Great. I'm just doing my job. I don't know. Max with a scoop slam into the ropes, and Unga rolls out of the ring. And now back in. And a clothesline. And you can hear them screaming at each other words of encouragement. This is heartbreaking. This is easily one of the hardest matches I have ever had to call. Two friends being forced to fight each other, doing the dirty work of the despicable Sir Unklydunk. Whatever happened to him? What happened to the man that a year ago at this time was fighting the Empire of Terror? And now Max saying, bring it on. And that punch did nothing. That one rocked him, but still on his feet. Max sending off the ropes. Clothesline. And now into the corner. Unga. Back elbow, might have been looking for that German suplex. And there's a reversal by Unga. And now a back elbow. Clothesline. And now Max. Max! Oh, and there's the splash! Into the cover, 1, 2! Oh, and Unga kicked out! Unga kicked out of Max damage! And now there's a kick to the face. Punch to the face. There's a boot. There's a kick. Moving out of the way. And a reversal. Unga. Into the corner. No. This could be it. Max in trouble. Max in trouble. German suplex. Unga, no, please. Max. Oh, my God. Oh, the German suplex from Unga Bunga. And now the knee. Max just trying to stay alive, rolls out of the ring. Return to Caveman nearly sent Maximilian returning to the showers with a loss. And now fighting on the outside. Sweep of the leg. And they are beating the hell out of each other. And Unga doesn't want to fight on the outside, neither does Max, and now we're back in the ring, right hands. And a belly-to-belly suplex. Into the cover. And a kick out. Kick to the gut. Trying to get back to his feet. Look out here. Look out here. Oh, down goes Unga Bunga. Max 1, 2. Max does it. Maximilian Thunder Thighs pulls out a win. And you saw right there the DOA powerbomb. That nearly ended it. So Unkley versus Maximilian is official for Multivania. We thought that was it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Here came the max damage. That could have easily been it. But Unga fought with honor and a kick out here. And then we thought here, return to the caveman. This should have been all she wrote. The finishing maneuver of Unga Bunga, but he stayed alive. Max right here with the belly to belly. The kick out by Unga. And now Max gets to get his hands on Sir Unklydunk. And ladies and gentlemen, social media is exploding after that match. Tweeting out on social media is Maximilian Thunderthighs. I'm sorry, my caveman friend. This hurts a lot. Prepare for max damage. He sure did. The fans also tweeting out he had to go on unemployment. Oh, goody. Cap Gina tweeting out, Eric, you want security? I guess happen to have this unsigned contract here. I'm good. I don't. Rapture Neuro tweeting out, Eric, I'll tell you what happened to him. Capitalism corrupts. That's why I believe in charity. And Maximilian Thunderthighs tweeting out backstage, Uncle, I'll see you at Multivania. I'm sorry, my friend Unga. I'll bring you the Lacta Tank myself. And Lawson, you have a sick sense of humor. And folks, before we get to that, we're about to hear from a member of High Voltage. We are about to hear from Aiden Zero.
You know, I've towed the line of a good guy for a little too long. I shook the hands, I righted wrongs, I put my own needs aside for the benefit of others. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being stabbed in the back. First it was Louie, and now it's Chaz. Honestly, I don't have much more room left for the knives people are putting in, so I might as well fix that. Because if I have to hear how good my shoot cutter is from Mr. McMinus one more time, I'm gonna show him a maneuver that will get me taken off TV. And like always, he can play the victim. And then all you fans can tell him how it's gonna be okay, and send your letters and your well wishes, while in reality, the inmates run the asylum here. And if the so-called brass could do anything, they would cycle more than just 4 people in and out of the main event, without the inmates having to resort to prison tactics, shivving each other in the shower to further their careers. But when someone you don't want becomes champion, all of a sudden they're in the local medical facility having to get a new skeleton. Again. Now, as much as I love him, I have to start with Jake. Not Justice Jake. Just Jake. It's not called Justice if you're expecting any rewards, hero for hire. But let me address the scheming, lying piece of shit who started this. Chaz, I hope you keep that belt close. I hope you keep it in the bed, in the spot where that wife left you when you decided to invest in building children who make Casey Anthony seem like parent of the year compared to you. Because I am inserting myself in the mega money in the bank. I am going to win that briefcase, and then I am going to show you the meaning of guerrilla warfare. You will never be safe as long as I have a say. I will burn down this arena with the both of us in it if I have to make sure that I take the one thing you threw everything away for. The clock is ticking, and 0 hour approaches.
Ladies and gentlemen, fire has been flung. And we're not done. And wait a second, here comes the lawyer. You know, I should have figured that something was up your sleeve, Unklydunk. That was quite a display. I believe you tweeted out, what a waste of money. I'll tell you what's a waste of money.
your investment in that worthless hospital in the first place. But it wouldn't be fair if I had the Conquest Bloodline stay out of that match, and then I allow you to hire people to get involved in yours. So there's going to be a slight adjustment to your Multivania match, Sir Unklydunk, and this is your fault. At Multivania, the hospital will still be on the line, but it will be competed in an 8-man tag team match. Sir Unklydunk, Mr. Butler, and the Outlaws versus Maximilian Thunder Thighs, Unga Bunga, and the Republic. So you, Mr. Unklydunk, can take that to the bank. Oh, and by the way, it's an elimination tag team match. Oh, great. Well, look who's coming down. It looks like Chaz has something on his mind.
Mr. Lawson, good to see you come back here. It's nice to see you getting involved in Warzone affairs now. Not that it's really your jurisdiction. I assume you're just speaking on the brass's behalf, because it would be a shame if they thought you were overstepping your bounds making that match. Speaking of which, thank you for the match that we had earlier tonight.
Yes, I am here as a representative of the brass, but Mr. Lee, let me remind you that you do not run this asylum either, despite what some of these wrestlers might think in that promo we just heard. The asylum is very much under control. And if you would like to see what control looks like, ask Max what control looks like.
I mean, honestly, I thought that was pretty messed up, but it did send a message, so I give you kudos on that. No, I was more wondering if you had heard about the match that's coming up next. I don't know if you've checked the card recently on the way out here. They've made some updates as we move throughout the night. I'm sure you're in the loop, though, right? Because it'd be weird if I knew something that you didn't know. That'd be one of those, I'm a couple steps ahead again. That's just silly.
Yes, I'm aware that Meme is taking on High Voltage in a 6-man tag match, and I'm well aware that I had no business making that match. Clearly the brass had someone else in their ear. Well played, Mr. Lee. But now it's my turn, because you're not the only one with connections, you and your friends.
I know, I just use my connections better than you do. You see, I don't understand why people are so upset. All I did was play the game within the rules that you guys constructed, and I did it better than everybody else. I built the bot that saved the multiverse, and now I'm gonna save the multiverse again.
Well, if you're going to do that in a triple threat match, I was thinking to myself, maybe there should be a stipulation added onto that triple threat match, one that none of you can prepare for. Just something to put into your head. Something that you might have to mull about. What kind of match will it be? Or will there be a stipulation at all, Mr. Lee?
Look, man, I already beat Zako, and I know everything there is to know about Jake. In fact, I taught him everything he knows. I just didn't teach him everything that I know. That's why he didn't see that shot coming upside his head. That's why Zako never saw it coming. Processing power must be a little low. Kinda like you, if we're being honest.
I'll take that as a little bit of an insult, but I've got one for you, Mr. Lee. While you're busy having your first title reign in, I don't know, 2-3 years, what if I not only added a stipulation
but a special guest referee. I think I know just the person who hates all three of your guts. That would certainly make it interesting, because I already know in triple threat matches, there are no disqualifications. So a special enforcer makes sense in case the Murder Cave, or Meme, or High Voltage wants to stick their nose where it doesn't belong. All of you are booked in other matches, but that's never stopped anyone before. Tell me, Mr. Lee, what am I going to do at Multivania? I guess you'll have to wait and see. What an announcement! And ladies and gentlemen, that is a blockbuster announcement. So will we or won't we have a stipulation? The mind games are on another level and I cannot keep up. But we did hear that blockbuster announcement, High Voltage versus Meme, coming up next. And wouldn't you know it, the last part of this equation has something to say. We are about to hear from Zako Duo.
Warzone, May 8th, 2021.
It's as if Zako Duo's constant bitching has somehow affected everybody in a negative manner.
I'm sorry. Run that one back by me again?
It's as if Zako Duo's constant bitching has somehow affected everybody in a negative manner.
Newsflash, C-.
You never needed my help for that one.
But sure, let's put all the blame, all the worry, all the burden of carrying Warzone on my back. I'll carry it. Chaz, Jake, I'll save you two for later. For tonight, I'm shaking some of this weight off. This company, and you fucking morons at home, can think of me as, oh, boo-hoo, he's the guy with daddy issues who touches dicks. Let's point and laugh at his emotional trauma and behind-the-scenes struggles he faces and drinks to every Saturday night. At Multivania, the world title match isn't about me anymore. This is about fighting for every person who has had to suffer the indignity of being punished, pushed down the card, strangled, and gaslighted for having an individual thought that the leaders of this company refuse to listen to. For the wrestlers who are having their identities sold away like an auction just because they have lives outside the ring, outside of the audience. Faces of Fear, Murder Cave, whatever you want to call them, are just a face value problem I have to fight. If Jake wants to stand in my way, I'll be more than happy to hit his off switch and put him out of his misery. And I'm predicting the question in your heads at home. Does this make Zako a hero or a villain? I'm neither. I am a machine. I am righteousness. I am fury incarnate. At Multivania, I will fight with every drop of violent venom in my core until I stand as Multiverse Heavyweight Champion.
And Zako Duo gets an opportunity to send a message directly to the heart of High Voltage. Meme versus High Voltage. A tale as old as time. We're going to run it back one more time ahead of Multivania. Let's set it down for the introductions. And here we go. Right out of the gate, it's Meme and High Voltage, Aiden Zero, Justice Jake, and Wonderball taking on Sawyer, Zako, and Malice. And this one promises to be an absolute brutal slobber knocker of a match. And oh, there's the two #1 contenders going after each other. And now Aiden going after our Sawyer. Aiden earlier tonight throwing his hat into the ring with the Mega Money in the Back match. And now Malice just slapping a Wonderball, and it was Wonderball who fought Grizzly Adams when Malice interfered at the end of that match to take out Grizzly Adams. And we now know it'll be Wonderball and Leonid Sanchez versus Malice and our Sawyer versus Grizzly Adams and Arkolv in a triple threat tornado tag team match. And Aiden now going after the big bot. Oh, and a big shoulder check. Meme former Trios champions, High Voltage, also a member of the original Trios tournament. And now a right hand by Malice to Aiden Zero. Wonderball looking at Zako. And now looking for the Cobra Clutch. Cobra Clutch on Zako. And broken up by our Sawyer. Oh, is he going to go for it again? No. Send it to the corner. Sawyer now going after Justice Jake. Double green. And look out here, Dragon Sleeper on Malice. Dragon Sleeper on Malice, and Zako Duo able to break it up. And Aiden Zero and Zako Duo airing their frustrations live on our airways, much like Gingerboi did earlier tonight. And again, we don't condone the words of any of these men. And look out here, blue screen. Blue screen. Jake doesn't see it, the blue screen. Wonderball trying to hang in there. Grizzly passed out to this already. And Wonderball able to stay alive. And now Zako. Ding right between the eyes. And Aiden Zero is in trouble. And a kick to the head. 1, 2, and a kick out by Aiden. Aiden dropping Zako on his back. Wonderball and Sawyer now. Sent to the corner, Sawyer with a big back elbow, nobody home. And Malice laying out Justice Jake. Jake with a right hand. And a clothesline from Malice. And Zako and Aiden Zero are going crazy right now. And there's the Wonderball! Wonderball to Sawyer! The Wonderball to Sawyer, and now this submission move, crossface! Crossface on Sawyer! And Malice breaks it up. And now look out here, the Dragon Sleeper again applied by Aiden, but this time the Hangman version! Zako Duo upside down! And down he goes, German suplex from Jake! And right now, Meme in some trouble. High Voltage taking it to him. And now Wonderball going after Sawyer. And there it is, the Cobra Clutch. And the Dragon Sleeper. And the arm wrench. 3 submission maneuvers in one. Zako trying to hang on. Aiden's got him locked in it, but rolls through. Looking for the boot, nobody home. There's the DDT from Sawyer. Justice Jake Otaku slam to Malice. Malice is down 1, 2, and a kick out by Malice. And now Wonderball with a Dragon Sleeper. Might have learned that from Aiden. And High Voltage is taking it to Meme. Looking united for the first time in a long time. Wonderball and Aiden in the all red, Jake all in green. And now Malice and the number 1 contender, Justice Jake, inside the ring. Malice. Oh, look out here. Oh, face first into the mat. And now going after the leg. Into the cover, 1, 2, and a kick out by Jake. Here comes Aiden. In from behind with a clothesline. A little bit of miscommunication there from Jake and Aiden. And now it's Sawyer and Wonderball. Oh, and a big double axe handle on the outside. Still to come, our main event. Who will take on Fearstrykes for the Nexus Titan Championship? That match is next. And speaking of which, we will also hear from one of the members of the Mega Money in the Bank, Semjax. And right now, Wonderball bleeding. That sanguine mask. Oh, and Jake too now. This is an absolute brawl. Falls don't count anywhere. And now back into the ring go Wonderball and Aiden. Here comes Malice and Sawyer. And now the DDT. Oh, resistance is futile. Aiden moved. Aiden moved out of the way. And now looking for 0 Hour. And it connects. This could be, oh, it broke it up by Sawyer. And now Zocco, a reset button, that off switch. Jake, 2, and he got him. Zocco pins Jake. And if that happens Sunday night, we're gonna have a new heavyweight champion.
Here are your winners, the team of Malice, R. Sawyer and Zocco Duo, the main event Max.exe.
And ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, we are about to hear from a former Nexus Titan champion, Semjax.
What is a copycat? Is a copycat the one who takes someone's moves and uses them without consent? Is a copycat the bland nobody who thinks they can take the quirks and styles of someone superior than them and mock it? Lawson, you spineless, godless peon! You're another name of those who won't take the time to meet with me privately. Instead, you grab the mic and blast my name without my consent! I'll give you the tiniest credit in pinning a stipulation on me and my faction. Your memory is full of flashpan nonsense. I stripped the Nexus Titan belt from the Fox Pharaoh on my own. I defended it on my own. And Multivania, I'll gladly take the Mega Money briefcase with my willpower alone. Before anyone else complains of, listen, Jax, you're not that much. What a hypocrite calling someone a copycat. This will be a different playfield. New bodies are added to be the catalyst of my rise to the top. And once I take the briefcase, it's only a matter of time until I topple the big top and cleanse the filth off the MNW title. Trust me on that!
And ladies and gentlemen, your main event is right now.
The following contest is an Elimination Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way match. And it is for the #1 contendership to the Nexus Titan Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 255 pounds, in Smoke Sanji.
So here we go, folks. Main event time.
Strike them down to make them pay. Change their ways, their evil ways.
Vince Smoke Sanji, a man who was screwed out of the heavyweight title. Not once, but twice. Just as Jake cashed in on Hat Smoke last year. And this year, it was Theron Eldrazi with the murder cape we now know that screwed him out of the belt. So I guess the consolation for Vince Smoke is, should he win this match, he would get an opportunity to once again face Fearstrykes at Multivania.
And introducing his opponents first, representing Legion, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the icon, Louis McDonald.
A man who has stabbed more people in the back than anybody in MNW history. So we already know who three of these competitors are going to be. Wilson will be the third. Who was the original fourth member that Lady Boots attacked? So Louis McDonald was the inaugural Nexus Titan champion. He lost that to the Revenant, won it back. After losing it a second time to 8-0 at Multivania, he has never quite been able to get his hands on it again. And if he can win this matchup, Legion will have an opportunity to sweep gold at Multivania. Kane with a big hoop title opportunity. Louis potentially for the Nexus Titan Championship, and Trice going after Mega Money in the Bank, which has always successfully been cashed in on a heavyweight champion.
And introducing third, representing VIP, weighing in at 247 pounds, he is the son of Will, Work Rate Wilson.
Well, we almost got through the entire show without having to see and hear him. A man who accused me of bribing a referee. Clearly he doesn't understand how little I make doing this job.
Near this
Who do you like so far? Do you like Wilson, Louis McDonald, Vince Moxonji, or perhaps we should wait to see who number 4 is?
And introducing 4th, weighing in at 171 pounds, representing Omega Club, Kelly!
Kelly is the 4th member! Well, that makes sense! So Lady Boots took out Kelly, and now she's gonna get another opportunity! And think about this! Omega Club and Legion with so much history, so it's Louis and Kelly. Also, Vince Moxonji, a former member of Omega Club. And Wilson. So Kelly, the 4th person. Here we go, folks. So Kelly now with an opportunity to be the first woman to challenge for a singles title. And here we go, going right after Louis. And look at Louis with right hands to Kelly. And Kelly with a drop kick. And now Kelly right hand catches a boot from Louis. Trying to do this on behalf of Omega Club as well as for her. And tweeting out on social media, Beowulf saying, quote, "Go for that victory, Vin. I'll be having barrels of mead ready in the lounge." Oh boy, just when I need another Merc working with Vin. And a nice package German suplex there, straight jacket variety. And now Wilson going after Kelly. Clothesline from Louis. Back suplex from Wilson. And now a kick to the gut. Kelly rolls through. And knee right to the arm. And now Louis trying to take a shot at Kelly. Kelly returned to sender. And up over the top rope. And now Vin. Oh, and a low blow. That is legal. It is Extreme Rules. Shot to the gut. Roll through. Look out here. Firing squad to the face. But Kelly just hit Vin in the back of the head. And that's going to help Wilson. And now Kelly going against one of her former teammates, the former leader of Omega Club, and Vin wants nothing to do with her. And now trying to pin Wilson, and a kick out. And now an arm wrench to Kelly. And now slapping it away, Louis going after Kelly, and a right hand to the back of the head. And now Louis sending off the ropes. Kelly, nice deep arm drag there. Oh, and a dragon screw from Louis. And he just got hit in the back of the head by the feet of Wilson. And that distraction, like Kelly, hit him in the back of the head, but now go for a cover on Wilson and thought better of it. And Kelly, oh, backslide driver. Knee to the back of the head of Wilson. And oh, a rake of the eyes. And oh, there's the smoking gun! And a boot to the midsection. And Kelly with an eye on Wilson now. And down goes the ref. Goodbye, Louis. Boston Crab by Wilson. There are no rope breaks. Vin cannot get to the ropes and able to power out of it. And now Wilson with a jawbreaker to Louis. And a back suplex onto the foot of the ref. And there's a super kick from Louis. And Kelly says, get out of here. And now Kelly wants Wilson. Kick to the gut. Kick to the stomach. And the leg. And another leg kick. And Wilson is stumbling. Wilson being turned over and again focusing on that leg. And now, oh, and a spinning heel kick, nobody home. And now it's the former leader of Omega Club and the current leader of Omega Club. Kelly with a drop kick to the face. Shoved away. Kick to the leg. Headbutt ya. Side headlock. Vin being dragged towards the ropes. Oh, look out here. Kelly has got him up. That Whitney Lee flatliner. Into the cover. 1, 2 on a kick out. And Louis beating the hell out of Wilson on the outside. And there's the DDT! The smoke break from Kelly! Shades of burnout Vaughn. 1, 2, and a kick out! And now Louis bleeding. And down goes the ref. Oh, and the booty bounce in the corner. And Kelly saying you can kiss it too. Again, folks, this is your main event. One of these 4 men will punch, or rather 3 men and 1 woman. One of these wrestlers will punch their ticket to Multivania. And now, wait a second, Vin being dragged towards the ropes. What is Kelly doing? Oh, wait, Kelly, feet on the ropes. That is legal. Vin has done this before, not kick out. Kelly with a Vin smoke trick. And oh, and a clothesline. Both men go over. Wilson taking out Louis. And I think she just pointed at the Multivania sign, trying to eliminate Sanji, and a kick out. Kick to the back of Vin Smoke. And now Wilson. Wilson about to catch Evolution on the outside. And Sanji, I think, is done with Kelly. Looking for a smoking gun, nobody home. Rake of the eyes, drop kick to Louis. And I'm telling Wilson to kiss her ass. Chop to Vin Smoke and Kelly. Oh, look at it, powerbomb to Kelly by Vin Smoke. And now Wilson, a little bit of taunting. And Vin Smoke gonna catch him. Firing squad to the face. Into the cover. 2 and a kick out. Wilson staying alive, and now Kelly and Vin Smoke working together. Heel hook here. Oh, and a clothesline from Kelly. That didn't last long. Into the cover. Oh, and Vin Smoke at the count of 2.9. Kelly now looking for the wrath of Garyon. This shades of Trice. German suplex. And turning him around. Vertical suplex. And now Vin in trouble. Wilson is trying to get his bearings, bleeding on the outside. Here comes the smoke break. The AFU. 1, 2, and a kick out. The AFU, not enough. Kick to the leg. Vince Mo taunting Kelly. That's not a good idea. She's whooping your ass. And a knee to the face. And now wants no part of her. Headbutt to Wilson on the outside. Louis McDonald. And now all four out here by our announce table. Hurricane Rana to Vinsmoke. And now a shot to Wilson. And now a ball boot to the midsection. Louis McDonald looking for the curb stomp. Curb stomp. This could be it for Wilson. 1, 2, 3.
Wilson, son of Will, has been eliminated.
Wilson is gone, and Kelly's going to be pissed about that. The curb stomp was enough. And a back suplex. And now Kelly going after Vinsmoke. And now back into the ring we go. Shot to the arm. Louis catching a shot to the gut from Kelly. Boot to the midsection. And look at that. Vinsmoke with a reversal. And now Kelly and Vinsmoke. Look out here. Oh, and a firing squad. That didn't quite work. And there's a knee. And now Kelly and Vin working together again. And he's pointing at somebody in the third row. Big back suplex. Here comes the Wrath of Garyon again. Another German suplex. And now into the vertical suplex. Down goes Louis McDonald. And now it's Vin's turn. To the corner. And Kelly and Vin actually looking like Omega Club again. To the corner, Vin. Reversal, knees to the face. Drop kick. And now Kelly with a kick right to the gut. And another kick and a forearm. And another kick. Louis shoving him away. Bionic elbow. And now it's down to Louis and Kelly all looking for evolution. Sweep of the leg. Ankle lock. Ankle lock on Louis. Louis with nowhere to go. Trying not to look at her. Ankle lock. It's Kelly and Vinsmoke. DDT to Vin. Into the cover. 1, 2, 2. Oh. And now a forearm shot. And now a back body drop. Vinsmoke. Knee to the groin. And another one. And now Vin just glaring at Kelly. Folks, we are over the 15-minute mark in this match. Putting out on social media, Kev Gina saying, Kelly, I will personally give you a huge chest of gold if you take out Vinsmoke. And McMorgan saying, this just reminded me, after I rip the belt off that ginger bastard, I'll need to rub it in that fucking snake's face. Hey, Louis, remember when you tried to defend your belt, even cheated and failed? Oh, and a drop kick. Another one from Kelly. And a cross body. And now ducking underneath. Back suplex. German suplex. And now a vertical suplex. Will this be enough? Kelly to go to Multimania, yes! 2 and a kick out. But can she hit the AFU one more time? She can! Kelly! AFU! Into the cover! 1, 2, no! And now Vin rolling to the outside. Drop kick moved. And oh, what a kick to Kelly. Kelly looking to make history here in MNW. Vin looking for retribution. Oh, and a neck breaker. This has been a hell of a match, and Vin just glaring at Kelly, almost like he's staring into his past. And now into the ring. Right hand. Oh, nobody home for the knees. And a crucifix. Kelly hanging in there and now maybe going for some weaponry. It is Extreme Rules. This is all legal. Kelly with the sledgehammer. Oh, but it's reversed right into the gut. And there's a kick to Kelly. Head first off the apron. We are coming up on 20 minutes left in this, or expired in this match. This has been insane, and it is your main event. The last spot in Multivania will be filled by one of these two competitors. Will it be Kelly, or will it be Vin Smoke? And now Kelly with a slap, and again, Vin looked like he was in a trance. Vin trying to hang in there. Pushing Kelly away. Kick to the midsection. And again glaring at her. Now another boot to the midsection. And again the stare. Kelly has no idea what he's doing. Oh, nobody home. And now a backhand. Kick into the corner. And now turning Kelly around. Face first off the turnbuckle. And oh, and a smoking gun. Good night. Smoking gun to the face. And Vin is going to go to Multimania. 1, 2, now Kelly stays alive. And now it's Vin's turn. With these stomps. And another one to the ankle. And now to the chest. And the face of Kelly. And again this stare. Vin just almost like he's not even home. The lights are on. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. And not just letting Kelly crawl and watching with a sadistic glare. And now a boot to the midsection, but Kelly able to reverse into the corner. Big boot into the chest. Kelly trying to make him pay for his hubris. And a drop kick. Kick to the back. Into the cover. 1, and a kick out at 1. Another kick to the back. Setting off the ropes. Reversal. Headbutt you. And a drop kick. Another drop kick. And now shoved away. Backhand. And a tornado DDT. Saying, why don't you cry about it, Vin? Again, approaching 20 minutes expired in this matchup. Oh, and a drop kick. Oh, and here comes The 45 to the face! Oh my goodness! And Vin looks exhausted. And now maybe one more smoking gun in the barrel. One more shot in the chamber. Super kick to Kelly, but they're both down. They are exhausted. Vin just trying to crawl over to Kelly. Oh my God, will this be enough? Kelly! Come on, Kelly, yes! Kelly kicked out! Kelly stayed alive, the momentary delay! And now Vin trying to catch his breath. Vin was unable to go for the cover immediately and it cost him, but he's gonna go for this smoking gun one more time! Vin trying to take the head off Omega Club's leader! Down goes Kelly! Will that send him to Multivania? 1, 2, yes! Vin Smoke is gonna fight Fearstrykes! But what a match! And there was the super kick to the face. The knee to the face. As you take a look at it there from multiple different angles. However you want to slice it, it was the beginning of the end. And 2 smoking guns later, there's your number 1 contender.
Here is your winner and the new number 1 contender, Vin Smoke Sanji!
You can see Kelly giving a thumbs up from the ground. She's okay, but what a fight. And kept Gina tweeting out, never sleep on the women of this company. We are deadly and more angry than the men. You must go to war with us or we will take your head. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have on Warzone. My name is Eric Erickson. These were the go-home shows. We'll see you next Saturday for night 1 of Multivania. Good night! We did it, boys and girls. We made it to the end.
Viewers, hear the roar of Sasquatch Wing, one half of O-Lords. Want more Multiverse Nexus Wrestling? Want more Raphael Simpson and Sasquatch Wing? Want more O-Lords? Then look below video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell and square, and watch more of MNW on this channel.